Anyone who has a connection with the NBA is familiar with LeBron James, who has been making waves since the 1990s. Everyone absolutely loves him, and now that his son Bronny James has also started following in his father's footsteps, fans aren't going anywhere without praising him. He isn't just talented, but he works quite hard as well. As a student athlete, Bronny is quite skilled, to such an extent that Nike signed up an NIL deal with him recently. How did that take place, though? In addition to that, LeBron James did not hold back from amazing fans by dropping an advertisement showing off his new Nike 20 by jumping out of a pool. What do fans actually think about it? All of these questions will be answered in the upcoming video, so let's dive into it. How did NBA fans react to LeBron James showing off his new Nike 20 shoes? We just saw LeBron James drop a new Nike advertisement on YouTube, and fans are going absolutely crazy over the perfection and detailing of the short little ad. It's also said that it got shot in his building on Nike's campus. Right off the bat, this advertisement has been very well presented, and it also got released at the right time. There's an amazing marketing team behind this, and they know what they're doing. His swagger is a big part of his personality, and fans never seem to get enough of it for sure. In the advertisement, LeBron James is present by the poolside with his kid sitting on the couch. He's distinctly seen wearing the Nike LeBron 20s before jumping right into the pool while wearing them. Without any cuts or pauses, he jumped straight out of the water, showing off his athletic body and well-gripping shoes. There's no doubt that LeBron still knows how to mesmerize people and get their attention. He got the fans engaged in this advertisement, and almost everyone who loves him is talking about the shoes as well as Nike. The shoe looks really good as well, and the marketing clearly shows that it has something to do with the water resistance if you check out the whole concept of the advertisement. Not only this, LeBron also has a big season ahead of him, so we sure hope that the shoes bring him some great luck. How did Bronny James get an NIL deal with Nike? Lately, we've been seeing the breaking news of Bronny James signing an NIL deal with Nike, and it's all over Twitter and every social media platform out there. Bronny James signed an NIL deal with Nike along with 4 other college athletes who also signed up with Swoosh, and everything went super fine. For some of you who are relatively new to any of this, NIL stands for name, image, and likeness, and that is what many athletes are fighting for in the NCAA. Back in the day, players realized that they were putting a lot of work in but did not get paid adequately. That is where the importance of NIL became inevitable. Bronny James, the son of LeBron Ramon James, in recent news just technically signed an NIL deal with none other than Phil Knight from Nike. Well, what does that boil down to? This means that Bronny James is getting even deeper into the family business, following the footsteps of his dad. Is Bronny James the only student athlete who got signed up by Nike? No, Bronny isn't the only one who signed this contract with the company. There are 3 other female athletes: DJ Wagner, who's the #1 recruit in the class of 2023, and then we have Bronny James. The other 3 athletes include Caitlin Clark, Haley Jones, and Jude. Nike believes in them, and they're being given a pretty lucrative deal with amazing incentives and expectations. Bronny, who's been wearing LeBron's shoes on the basketball court, is no stranger to Nike because his dad signed with the company when he was drafted with the NBA. LeBron has been releasing his signature shoes for as long as 2 decades in partnership with Nike, and the company has played a key part in building his brand. It's not like Bronny James is solely living off the name of his father. Besides, that is not the case at all. He can play. Let's not get that twisted out of the way. He is a baller, so therefore it makes sense for Nike to go all in on him. The other athletes, including him, are Haley Jones, and we have seen that she's a champion as well. And the other young lady from Iowa led the country in scoring. Basically, all of these players are great. DJ Wagner, who is a stud and the #1 overall recruit, and now we're seeing Bronny James. Nike has got a pretty good lineup for their first NIL class. Is this deal with Nike going to affect Bronny's student life? Bronny is literally just a teenager. He turned 18 in October of 2022 and had a party with Travis Scott, which was definitely a blast. He just started his senior year at Sierra King High School and is apparently looking at prospective colleges. His deal with Nike narrows down the schools that he can go to since he can only represent Nike. Not only that, it's most likely that he won't stay in college for more than a year simply because we know that he wants to play in the NBA. It's not just him though. Of course, his dad also wants him to choose basketball as his career and play as a professional player. Bronny James not only signed with Nike, but also has a building on Nike's campus in Oregon. It's also no surprise that Bronny James is going to have limited options for the upcoming colleges, and at the same time, there are only some institutions that even have a chance at landing him anyway. Taking into consideration all the options, the University University of Memphis is in there, along with other good options in Ohio as well. What do fans think about Bronny's college situation? Well, fans think that the college Bronny will be attending has to get chosen based on a couple of factors, including the fact that the institutions his dad would want him to attend. There's also a possibility that Bronny has already visited Ohio State because his dad is from Ohio, and he himself was also born in Ohio. He's only going to play 1 year at the program anyways. It doesn't matter what the draft stock of Bronny James is after his freshman year gets finished, or whether he'll be projected as the #1 overall pick in the game, or if they think he'll go undrafted. He isn't going to be staying at that school any longer than 1 year. Therefore, he better get his check from Swoosh. The company has a lifetime contract with his father, so it only makes sense that Nike signs a contract with him. Not only that, but the young man is a hopper, so he's well-deserved anyways. Don't go anywhere, because we're going to dig deep into the real reason why Nike signed Bronny up for this NIL deal. What's the real reason behind Nike signing LeBron's son, Bronny? Having Bronny sign with Nike at the beginning of his career really makes fans happy. Nike has been a part of the James family and has stuck around for a long time, longer than Bronny has been alive. In an interview, Bronny said that getting a chance to team up with Nike and continue his family's legacy both inside and outside of the court is wild. He thinks that this gesture is very significant. Seeing how much it does for the whole community really means a lot to him. Everyone is quite happy that Bronny signed this deal, and fans especially really appreciate it. Everyone knew that this was going to happen eventually, including Bronny's whole family, because Nike is basically a really close brand to them, and the affiliation goes strong all the way back in time. Back in 2004, LeBron signed his contract with Nike even before entering the NBA, and according to reports, that contract was worth $90 million. Also, something to mention here is that since Bronny is a student athlete, he's been making a lot of money for all the colleges and high schools he's played for. He sure brought a lot of attention to his school, Sierra Canyon, as he was recognized there as the son of LeBron James, of course. But gradually, he started building up his own personality by showing his skills in basketball and eventually playing as a student athlete. Being a good basketball player, he's now building his own legacy at the same time as well. This is a very ideal timing for him, as he just finished celebrating his 18th birthday along with his father, which was, by the way, all over social media. Everyone, including him, his mom, his dad, and Travis Scott, got crazy, and everyone loved the blast they had. Bronny James is the next star of basketball, and we can see that happening very shortly. Let us know in the comments about all of this. And what are you more excited for? LeBron's new shoes or Bronny's new deal?